Hi guys, and welcome to a slightly different little video. I just wanted to do this. I've been putting this off for a while because I haven't really had the time to do it, but now I am. So firstly, excuse the mess behind me. Emma's still staying here, so there's, you know, extra stuff, basically, girl things and whatnot. So firstly, I've got a list to go through, so if you see me looking down, that is because I'm reading my notes. But firstly, thank you for 11,000 subscribers. I forgot to say it in the videos, it only just happened, but I really am eternally grateful for it. I know things have been a little bit slow. It's been like a couple of months since we last hit a milestone like that, but you know, you have to expect that this time of year, and I'm still massively thankful for each and every one of those. You know, like I always say, it's always 11.5k more than I expected to ever get. I expected to have minus subscribers. That's the thing now. So there's that. Second thing I wanted to move on to, I've got a few things, but don't worry, there's some important stuff in here that I want to talk about, is health. Now, obviously, those of you know I've been ill since sort of April, and I don't really like talking about it that much. I just feel like I need to update every now and then just so people don't forget that that's the thing, because that is why I have to do certain things. So basically, I still don't have a formal diagnosis, but it's certainly looking towards a certain thing, so that's good, and I'm kind of doing what I can to try and get that. As you notice, I mean, you might not notice, I look a little bit thinner. I have lost like 10 pounds over like the last month and a half, because I'm trying to get back into shape, and that's sort of part of myself feeling better, and it's kind of working a little bit. I do feel a little bit better, and I'm told that that will definitely make a huge difference. So moving on to the FM Awards, which is something that I'm going to be doing for my saves this year, basically, where I want suggestions on who you think should be like an overall best 11 out of the four, if you want to include some Pally 5 saves I've done so far in FM this year. I want to build an overall best 11 as well as a bench, as well as general individual awards, things like best beard, any comedy awards you feel like need to be given out as well, then do drop those in the comments. I'd be very interested to hear what you have to say. Now moving on to FM 16 saves. Now I did a vote like quite a while ago, and Wimbledon won, so we were going to be the first save, like the first proper save after the beta will be with AFC Wimbledon, which is going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I've already started working on the sort of history ident thing that I did for Paris, but this one's going to be a little bit more intense and whatnot. So yeah, there's that. We will be doing Wales for the beta, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. It'll only be like sort of 14 episodes. However, I might bring it back occasionally if people actually do like it. You know, doing a national team was something I really wanted to try out for the beta solely, and I think it'd be fun because we could get a lot of progression in, you know, 14 episodes or whatever, because of the sheer gaps between the games, basically. So I won't turn many leagues on because I won't need to, so I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Basically, it'll be the same kind of format as I'm doing now. For those of you who don't know what that is, I'll talk about that in a second. After that, I really don't know. I wouldn't mind doing another or bust save, perhaps not just in, you know, Sweden, or maybe Finland, or even I don't know, I've got loads of ideas for saves. I wouldn't mind doing like an international save with Bhutan, just called Bhutan Clan, purely for the title alone. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway of FM16. I don't know how many copies, maybe might do more than one, I'm not sure yet. That'll probably be on the first Wimbledon video though, because that way the full game is actually out then. But obviously, you know, people are pre-ordering. I only pre-ordered it like 3 days ago because I'm an idiot and I forgot to do that. Next thing is, you'll notice that in the description there is a straw poll. That is to vote on who will be the manager of Wimbledon. Now, I took a sort of executive decision and just decided that Kieran Griffiths is going to be the manager of Wales, because I couldn't think of anyone better, and I just thought, no, he has to be the manager of Wales. So Kieran Griffiths from the Portsmouth save will be managing my Wales team. Wales. And yeah, but as for the Wimbledon one, I'm going to put a huge list of players in the straw poll, so pretty much everyone you could think of that you'd want to have as manager, and you guys can vote right now in the description, and I'll leave that open for a little while, and I'll decide basically at a later date. I'm pretty sure it will die down anyway, so we'll get an idea of who's won. Next thing is, in FM16 I do plan to stream more. I know I've only done it twice so far. Once was the day before my birthday to celebrate 5k, and I did a 10k stream too, but because I've been ill, it's been much more difficult to sit there and do that kind of thing, because even making the videos in the time I do have is quite draining, basically, and that's not an excuse. Well, it is, it's just that I feel like I'm allowed to use it. But I do want to stream more in FM16 because, I don't know, I just want to get into that a bit more, to get more interaction. You know, I love replying to comments, as you know. I try to reply to pretty much every comment I get on the videos, but streaming is different because I get to reply to you instantly, and I love this sort of interaction, basically. I've really enjoyed the 2 times I have streamed. Moving on to the sort of new format, and I say new format because I've been doing it for a while, but most of you, some of you may not have noticed that, basically, because some of you may have lost interest in the series, which I fully understand, taking that time off that and probably thinking, well, he's not going to be able to finish that before FM16. So I do understand the drop in interest as well. Maybe you just don't think I'm that good anymore. But basically now we do highlights packages, so I actually live com every single game I play, and then I put them into a highlights package, and then we do a proper live com as well during the episode. I'm also going to bring in some new sort of segments to break it up into a sort of magazine show style thing with cool transitions, like stats center, awards, post-match bit. I've just got loads of ideas that I want to try out and really sort of take this to the next level. You might see some of the stuff going into my Paris videos over the next couple of weeks as I try stuff out, basically, so there's that as well. As for double uploads, I've seen a few people asking me about when I'm going to go back to double uploads, and I have said it several times, but basically I'm not, because when I was doing my double uploads before, I was doing virtually no editing. It was a case of record all in one chunk, dump it into my editor, do the audio bit or whatever, and then just export. It took in total the actual editing time maybe 5-10 minutes, if you maybe a little bit longer if you include the audio section, because I edit my audio separately in Reaper, which I advise you, if you're going to do that, Reaper I prefer is much better than Audacity just because of the sheer amount of options. There's a higher learning curve, but I much prefer it. It's a much more rounded DAW basically. So but now with all the editing I do, it adds a sort of, each video now takes sort of between half an hour and 45 minutes to do, and that adds quite a lot on when you think about doing that in terms of that amount of videos a day, plus with the way I'm feeling at the moment. And plus I want to do quality over quantity this year. I really want to get into a save, but that doesn't mean I won't still be doing double uploads sometimes. If I get ahead of my recordings, we may do some double upload weekends with double episodes, or particularly if an episode doesn't have as much sort of game, so it took less time to make, I might just do a double upload day just to get things progressing. So you might find that the save I actually do, the Wimbledon save, might actually progress even faster than Portsmouth. And I just really want to get stuck into something basically. So that's basically what's happening with the uploads. As for putting my saves up online, I did it with Red Star and I did it with Portsmouth. Now I'm not going to be doing it without Castle Icons, purely because, as you will have heard from inside, you know, when I was talking about it, I get way too many crash dumps due to the instability of the database and the sheer number of teams I had left on, and that's on this computer, which is, it's not fantastic, but it's bloody good. It's an i7, you know, really quite a fast, decent processor. It's got a decent amount of RAM and whatnot, so it should be able to cope with these kinds of things, but it does have some issues. Not only that, but the file size is massive, and I feel that even if you turn off all the leagues, it's still crazy slow because of all the pass data, and yeah, it's just not worth it. It takes me so long to do it on this computer, so I wouldn't feel it's be worth putting up online, to be honest, guys. And Paris, by the time I won't even finish that, so that's probably not going to happen. However, I will be doing that again on FM16. Every time I finish a save, it will go up online, so my Wales one will be up very, very quickly. Do not worry about that. What else have I got on here? Final thing I wanted to talk about is those of you back in like sort of March kind of time, you remember I did launch a FIFA channel. I haven't put anything on it, but I said I was going to make the content for it, and I'm still tempted to do that. I wouldn't do it on this channel. I wanted to keep things separate because, you know, they are separate things, and I'd like to sort of make sure that this is still an FM channel, and that is still my main thing. But I do like FIFA. I know not everyone that likes FM likes FIFA, but I really do like FIFA. I play it while I cycle. That it keeps my mind off of things. It's a really quick way of actually passing the time when you're cycling is to play FIFA. So I'm thinking about maybe doing something to do with that on that channel, and actually start making some proper series on there if I can find the time. But if that's something you'd like to see, do let me know in the comments as well. It's SYC FIFA, I think. I don't know whether there's a link in the description or anything to that channel at the moment. I might put one into just this video, so if you do want to subscribe in advance, then feel free to do that. That's about it really, guys. I don't want to babble on for too much longer. I wanted to try and get this down to under 10 minutes, and I've been talking pretty much solidly for 10 minutes without much jump cuts, I would have thought. So yeah, look forward to FM16. I just wanted to kind of get a lot of information out there all at once, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. So I will join you guys for one of my other videos, but thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Ta-ra.